shit sound like money.
Throw that loud and then fuck that vibe. I got a dub. All my boys with me. I'm so high, man. What the fuck?
Hi, hello, howdy, what is up? This is Buds and a Joints podcast.
What up?
And this is the 8th Nug. Whoop, whoop.
Ocho.
This is Noodlez along with
Andy.
And we have some Buds and the Joints. Shout out to Q.
Yo.
Shout out to FJ. Yo.
Yo.
Yeah, here.
Shout out to
Yes.
Moriel.
You guys speak up.
We're all here.
The Buds is hitting.
The Buds is hidden. So we are smoking outdoor Purp. And we have, I think it was 2 nugs ago, we talked about the Cyclone, the Xtra Slow wrap. We now have the original flavor, which is the sugarcane one. And I have to say, this is the one I fell in love with when I went to New Orleans. I bought it there. I loved how smooth it was. I love the tip of it. So it's really nice to be reconnected at last.
Yeah. I gotta try this one out. Let's see how this one goes.
This is a good one.
How is it so far?
It's smooth. It's sweet,
Ooh,
but not too sweet. And I think the sweetness only comes from the tip. It's not actually in the wrap, but I could be mistaken, of course.
The wooden tip.
But yes, the 8th Nug.
Shout out to the plugs.
Shout out to the plugs. All right, we want those 8s for the low. No
40.
crazy shit.
40.
Nothing
45, unless it's some really good shit.
And I mean, at the dispensary here, we have the 8s for, I think, a little, right by the $50 mark. So you have it a little bit under or a little over the $50 mark at a dispensary. So it's still around what you would get from the plug, but still, I'd rather the 40 from the plug.
Yeah.
Shout out
I'll
to
take
the
that.
plugs. All right. So, news. Let's start off with some news.
What's up with
I
news?
see some amazing things going on in the world. I want to shout out Ontario this time. Ontario, Canada is now allowing anybody to smoke cannabis where they allow tobacco smoking, which is huge. You could be residing in your apartment. You could be in a boat that has a sleeping lodge to it. Any public place that would allow you to smoke a cigarette, you are then allowed to smoke a blunt.
So it's basically almost anywhere.
It's basically everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a better smell.
What?
It's a better smell.
Much better smell. They're only restricting it so you can't have it at a workplace, which, fine.
Makes sense.
Limits.
Drunk at work.
Yeah. So I will be able to smoke outside of work. That's fine. I'll go to my car.
Do I still have to
That's
stand 50 feet away from a building?
You know what? I
most
didn't
places
read parameters like that, so I don't really know
okay.
if that is a request, if you're not allowed to smoke there, but
are. Or meters.
from the main context of that article, you're basically allowed to smoke anywhere. Because he was even saying long-term care facilities.
Okay.
You could smoke at a long-term care facility, unlike Cali, which we mentioned. Governor Newsom put that bill. He had to deny that bill or veto the bill because it was going to impact the actual funding flow. Here, I guess, universal health care is a whole different ballgame. Ding, ding, ding.
Totally different.
So they're allowing that there. And it's also allowed in certain homes if it's within your renter agreement and if the landlord is 420 friendly. But for the most part, you're able to now find hotels that are friendly, other places like that. So selling point to go.
Yeah. Yeah, no, when I went to Canada, I was smoking in a cabin. So, yeah, we'll try that in public next time.
Canada's dope. I mean, I feel like I've always smoked in my hotel room, but mainly through vaping purposes. And then outside, I wanted to smoke the last time I went, but it wasn't legal yet. They didn't have the storefronts. Now they have the storefronts effective April of this year, where you're able to now go to the store. Before, it was just online purchasing, and that shit was whack from all the reviews online.
Canada?
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I just thought of now? In Canada, I wonder if they have a Costco where it's like on Saturdays you can sample food and sample bud at the same time.
That would be
What?
Nigga, you back again? Nigga, it's a routine.
Canada is
You didn't buy anything yet.
I've been high.
What?
Yeah.
I'd be there all day.
buying your wraps for the low, hats, wigs, the whole works. Sunglasses, like the works. Different purses, book bag one time. Like, fuck this.
Boom, they make that a high mall. You know, like Sky Malls and shit like that.
Bang.
Make
Dang.
a high mall. You go to every shop. Well, some stores obviously probably won't allow clothing stores, but you know, some people don't want to smell like bud. But hey,
But how sick would that concept be? Like, just have an outdoor mall where it is a dispensary,
Outdoor
a
mall,
smoke shop, a wrap shop, a cigar shop. Like, you have the works there. Like, whew, that little outlet would make hella money.
hold on, we gotta get in the works for that now.
We need some fucking royalties if anybody does that shit. Fuck that. We gave you the idea.
Percentages, that's it.
So I'm very excited about Canada. Another reason to go. / if things do go sideways politically, I will be escaping there because I will not be a handmaid's tale. So there we are. I have to get familiar with the territory now.
That's why I want to learn Spanish.
Girl, I will teach you. You'll be versatile and you can go anywhere.
Mota?
Mota.
Know what that is?
Come se
Yes.
dice.
Wow, la mota. No la gringa, no la gringa.
La gringa no.
Venga, perico.
Boom.
Ooh, since we're speaking about words, what a great segue. So I just learned this new word on Twitter. I love Twitter. Twitter is one of my favorite playgrounds, period.
Yep.
And there was this one tweet, somebody was talking about Cali Sober. Have you ever heard of Cali Sober?
Cali Sober.
Cali Sober.
Cali's never sober.
Word.
Right. So,
Learn that about people.
yeah, especially in Cali. The concept is supposed to mean that you don't drink, but you only smoke. So you're just a smoker, not a drinker. So, right. Like, I would much rather prefer a Cali Sober life than a fucking drunk and Cali Sober life.
Nah, I gotta have some drinks in there. Tequila, that's it.
I mean, here and there I'll have my glass of wine. I'll have whiskey. I'll have Heineken's, whatever is available to me. Not really prefer. I hate whiskey. I hate dark. I can't do dark.
Unless you do the
I'm a white drinker.
there's a company already out there, Wheatsky.
That's why I was like, ooh.
It's like a liquor with weed in it?
No,
Yes.
yeah, that's what they're called. They're called Wheatsky. They do wine. They do whiskey. They do honey.
There's cannabis infused.
Cannabis.
Yes.
That's a lot.
It's literally called Wheatsky.
Yeah, Wheatsky.
That's a lot.
Wheatsky.
Oh,
Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to the
Whiskey, y'all trying to kill niggas.
shout out to
That's
the
a
plugs.
cross-faded edible. Like, what?
I'm drunk animal.
Dog, that's the wild.
Is it liquor in there or just
It's
it
liquor.
tastes like
No, it's liquor. Yeah, liquor with
That's liquid. I can't
with
drive.
weed in it.
I don't want nothing to do with that.
That's the only time I'll do the whiskey because that Wheatsky is
One
something
shot.
serious.
It's good.
Big
It's good.
serious.
It's really dope.
I think I'm not sure if it's them, but someone does do a tequila.
Tequila.
Yeah, I gotta double check if it's them.
Yo, whoever's in the works of doing the vodka or the gin, hello. I want to be your brand ambassador. Can we get back just quick side subject of like me getting on the Dutch Masters packaging again? Because since we're talking about brand ambassador, that's me. I want to be on there.
The Dutch missus.
I already have a hat that would fit the role. I could do a cool little like extension, like the throwback cigarette holders, like those extension holders, but with a cigar at the end. Yo, innovation.
Can I see this hat?
I don't have a picture with it, but I will take one. 'Cause I think it'd be a dope, like, I don't know, 1700s looking hat.
Now I'm interested. I wonder what this hat looks like.
Yes. I can't wait. So,
What?
Dutch Masters people.
Yeah. I just saw right now weed margaritas. Yeah. You just put the whatever.
The tincture?
No, the nug in there. Just put however much you want in there, but make sure the tequila just covers it, and then you just shake it, shake it, like vigorously is what they say.
That makes me feel like then you're able to reuse that weed too. Double purposes. Because you can't be taking all the content from that.
And then you have to let it sit in a cool, dark place for 3 weeks. 3 weeks, yeah.
Well then.
Oh yeah, I'm about to do a little project when I get home.
Yeah, so that is our new word. Cali Sober.
Cali Sober.
But I'm more excited about our topic for today. Whoop whoop. Marijuana and music. Marijuana is music. Music and marijuana. The two combinations with M's. We like marijuana and music. I feel like it's a vast topic to really cover.
Mm-hmm.
I have a background in psych and social work, so I like that study shit, but I don't think we're going to talk scientific today. I feel like there's different topics that I kind of think we should discuss because I think they're very essential to a smoker's toolkit.
Mm-hmm.
One of them being my favorite smoke sessions.
Ooh, this is good.
Get that high. Getting elevated. There goes the bud.
Butt out.
But I think when you smoke, usually music is the awesome background to your smoke session. Like, that is the music, the background. Like, what you're not really trying to pay that much attention to, but is there. So with that, there's two components, which would be, one, the artists themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Huge idols in the cannabis world, such as one of my favorites, Snoop D-O-double-G, right? Willie Nelson. Huge cannabis idols, aside from their music.
On the road again.
Okay, and then you also have, like, the second part to that, the content of their music. We have some dope-ass theme songs as smokers. I get high, I get high, I get high.
Styles.
You know what I mean?
That's a classic.
Classic.
Who has 5 on it?
Who has 5 on it?
Where's that coming from? You know what I mean? Like, there are some theme songs that really, like, you hear it, you're like, wait, I gotta light up.
Yeah.
Where am I rolling? Like, I gotta light up.
Because it's like, now it's like, there's not as many, like, songs about really getting high. Unless it's like, at least not mainstream ones.
Not
but now
mainstream
it's all
ones.
type of other drugs and everything.
But before, there was, like, I feel like this, like, wonderful grace period where it was a lot of smokers' music out there. Like, some of our favorite 60s, but
The
also
Beatles.
recently. I feel like in
Yeah,
the
recently,
2000s,
yeah,
like,
2000s, what?
early Wheezy, like, he was
Wheezy was-
promoting smoking.
Smoking, yeah, definitely, and other shit, but,
And other shit later.
yeah. But, yeah, the smoking was, you heard
Pussy
the,
Money
on
Weed.
his mixtapes, you heard the lighter. You heard the lighter.
Every
Yeah.
time.
Every time.
Speaking of a later, real quick, sorry, I'm so sorry.
What? When I was in school, when Kush and Orange Juice came out,
Another
Yeah.
hit.
Kush and OJ, that was my shit.
Wiz is known as, so aside from that album, Wiz himself is known as a cannabis idol.
Still blazing, still blazing, still blazing.
So
That's
I
my
definitely
shit.
want to talk more about that because I feel like what are some theme songs that y'all have loved so much? And I love that we're having this conversation with both Q and F, both in the music world, somehow producing in this world. Making beats. Somehow they make it happen. And I'm happy for them. So happy for them. But I think this is why even your voice and input is so awesome to include in this conversation. So what are some theme songs that you guys really can relate to and think, holy shit, this is my smoking anthem? Or this song was like my smoking song. Like I had to smoke with this song.
Oh, shoot, a couple. For real.
Well, we have time.
Well, shit, as you said, Wiz and Snoop gotta be, you know what I mean, up there.
Snoop.
That Cushion OJ.
Yep. Cushion OJ.
You know what I mean?
And I think them merging.
Definitely
was sick.
Cushion OJ. The whole shit
Yeah,
front
the
to back.
Cushion OJ.
Definitely Cushion OJ. I was just waiting on you to finish.
Did y'all see the movie they did
Yeah.
together?
I
High
didn't
school.
see that actually. Was it dope?
They were
It was
smoking
alright.
that.
Two high-ass niggas.
Yeah, two high ass motherfuckers behind the camera.
They're like, we
In front
modern
of the
day
camera.
Cheech and Chong.
We need to smoke.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely those two.
Mm-hmm.
Modern
Like I
day.
said, I Get High, Styles P. That was an anthem when I wasn't even smoking singing that song.
That was
You know,
the
that shit
fucking
when
song.
it came out.
That was a
Meth
dope
and
song.
Red. Meth and Red.
Right. Absolutely.
Like,
Excuse me as I kiss the sky. That's a good one too.
every
There's
day
mad-
kiss in the sky.
There's a few people out there like Currency.
Yes.
Currency is another one.
Jet
Any
Shit, I just feel high listening to girls.
Every fucking
Rapping.
time.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a lowrider smoking a
That
fucking
motherfucking
big ass
Currency
blunt.
sound high as hell.
I love Cali Rap.
Dang,
Cali rap is
Currency,
good.
Sleep.
Yep. Cali rap make me want to sea walk.
I think that's why I love Snoop so much. Because it just makes me feel like a fucking G. Out here.
Out here.
But even like in the Spanish world, right? Like, one of my favorite fucking songs, Marijuana, I love it, my brother. Yo fumo marihuana desde los 14.
Hey.
Yo fumo marihuana desde... I don't fucking know the words. But that's one of my
Only
favorite
Spanish
songs.
song I ever heard. Glorifying the earth.
It is a great song, and it has that like very like Caribbean feel to it. You feel like it's a Rasta song, and it's a fucking reggaeton artist. Like that is so sick. That's so fucking sick.
I got one for you. Max B, Blow Me a Dub.
Oh shit.
It's fucking grand cool.
Max B, that's fine.
Yeah, that's that. You blow. That's bad. Look, that's Dutch days.
Yeah.
That's
That's
Dutch.
what-
Nah,
That
that reminded me of
Weird, definitely.
Freaky
That's my
Zeke.
shit.
Where the Dutch at?
Mm-hmm.
I know what you want. Roll it up. Where the Dutch at? Yo, he was like, when you're out looking for your phone, then you look down, then you see your hand, then your phone. Like, yeah,
Yep.
you do some high shit like that.
You do hella high shit. I
Especially,
mean, Missy Elliott, pass that Dutch.
you know, but
They weren't hiding.
mad people,
I mean, we were.
mad people were dancing to that shit though.
Everybody killing it. Killing it.
Missy was talking about some more nasty shit too on her music.
She is an
You
icon.
ever furry pussy wet yet? Like what the fuck? we was little kids singing that shit, not knowing
Yes.
what the fuck we was saying.
I
Yes.
always heard the end of Bridget.
Is your furry pussy wet yet? Oh God,
That shit was
Missy
wild.
wildin'.
Mhm.
Every
Missy
time.
wildin'.
Yeah, yeah. Rewind shit. My ass.
Feel me? I knew what the fuck you was saying.
She's a freak.
Shout out to Missy though. She making a comeback.
Awesome. Yes,
Yep.
yes. I love her on that Lizzo track. Oh,
Yes.
Tempo.
yes.
I love
Yes.
Lizzo, period.
Obsessed.
Lizzo's lit.
Obsessed.
seen
She's
that,
so pretty, this
Native
girl.
American.
That's a big
The
job.
Vogue cover? Oh,
She's lit,
girl.
you
Girl. Drop fucking mic. She killed it. Like, literally. What an inspiration.
Little leg in here and all that. Lizzo.
She's a twerk queen, yo.
I Lizzo twins.
Lizzo's dope. Lizzo's so
Lizzo,
dope.
be there, be near me.
That's cute, Lizzo.
The twins of the beat.
Yup.
Wait.
Need your little skinny me.
I don't feel like there's that many females that speak about weed as much, like that I listen to, like that. Like
That's true.
They smoking
Doja
though.
Cat.
They smoking heavy.
No.
they are smoking. I know they are.
I'm throwing it all. That fools it all.
Hello. I know they
They
are.
smoking though.
And I wish it was like in their music more. Like we can definitely fucking relate. I can relate.
Word.
I
That'd be
mean,
dope.
I'm trying to think. Who as a female, who did?
I know some underground hometown artists that do, but not no mainstream.
Mainstream, yeah.
Like the girl.
Is
who's
it not
showing
looked
you-
at as a
Hmm.
ladylike?
Maybe because you're trying to sell sex, but isn't
Exactly.
smoking like kind of sexy? Like that appeal?
Shit, that's definitely part of my foreplay.
You smoke?
Yeah.
You
Word
know
up.
what I mean? That's part of my gameplay.
You smoke?
Which we'll talk about dating and smoking hopefully in the future because that, like, if I can't
Oh,
date
that's
somebody
a-
who doesn't smoke.
that's a
I
game
don't know how that works.
That's the game changer.
I won't go that far, but I can.
I
If you,
can't.
if you got a problem with it, it's like I don't know if this gonna work. Cause,
Yeah.
Half the
I'm
time,
sure.
if you don't, you have a problem with it, and you won't perceive it at first, and then like later on, you're just like feeling some type of way that I prioritize the
That's
smoke
like my mom,
session.
my
Like,
my mom didn't like it. My dad pulled on roster, but now my mom like CBD. And it's just funny, you know what I'm saying?
shit changes. Shit changes.
Hey,
Yep, CBD.
mom, yeah, right.
But I feel like
Okay.
it's not. We need to talk about it in music more, like females. Like I just need to see it in the mainstream a little bit more because I do agree. Like I feel like if you deep dive, you'll find certain artists, but not like as mainstream. Like Megan, Nicki,
The Ganja Burn?
Ganja Burn. When she first came out, she had Higher Than the Kite, and that was like one of her first tracks with Weezy. That was
That's
like,
just because
way
Nicki don't
before.
smoke no weed.
no.
She can't promote weed.
She. That's the thing. It doesn't feel genuine.
I'm trying to think.
Cardi can't promote.
Alright,
weed.
I got one. How about Rihanna?
Rihanna,
Yeah.
yeah, she's coming out with
Yeah.
she's coming out with some shit.
If she
yeah.
comes
She
out,
always
like,
so
She's coming out with a reggae
Yeah, she
album.
is. No, yeah, she's coming out. She's, yo,
and I'm sure
I
it's gonna
heard-
be
You know it's gonna
smoke
be
heaven.
Yeah.
I heard a sample.
Smoke heaven.
I heard the sample that came out, and it sounded like her. I feel like, but that shit was hard.
I'm sure that's gonna be yes.
Do you
That's
think?
gonna be the anthem.
Oh god.
Yeah, like
So I also want to add, like, how does music make you feel? Do you prefer a certain genre over another one when you smoke? Like, are you always just trying to be, yeah, turn up? You trying to be chill, smoking chill?
Well, it all
Like,
depends.
what is your
on the
preferred
situation.
genre? Like,
Because no one even said Marley, too. Bob Marley.
you gotta look at my crib. I was
Yeah.
you don't gotta say nothing about that. You don't gotta say shit about
Marley.
that. You already know. That's the name of that Uno.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
unspoken hero in the cannabis world.
Yeah, you know, Damian Marley too.
Yeah.
Damien, yeah. That shit. Yeah.
And Julian Marley, Boom Drop.
All the Marleys.
Yo, that's a strong gene right there, though.
Mhm.
Even Lil Skip.
Mm.
And their music is so chill. It really, like,
They all about that Marley bullshit.
even the feel good music, you're still like just relaxed, feeling good. Like, I love that. Like, and that's the kind of mood I gravitate towards personally. Like, I'm not trying to turn up while I'm smoking. I'm trying to relax. Then I'll turn up.
Mm.
But like, I want to smoke, chill, get my mind right. Like,
Yeah, that's how
that's me.
When I'm smoking, I prefer music like that or some like older hip hop.
Right.
I can't listen to these new niggas
Yeah.
when I'm smoking. They'll sizzle your brain up.
Confused as hell.
After like 20 seconds, I'm like, all right, yo, I need it.
Nothing y'all
I'm
niggas
done.
saying. All
I
you
need
saying
to
is,
be
yeah. Nah, I'm good. Give me some more Wu-Tang or some Biggie or something. You know what I mean?
10
Or some
crack
Kiss, some Kitty
commandments.
Kiss. Yeah, like,
Some 90s.
yeah.
Fab. Oh my god, I love Fab and his smoke songs, although I've been feeling some type of way lately with Fab, but the Soul Tape albums, are you kidding me? Like, there was hella, like, smoke songs on there.
He was actually playing the
Soul Tape.
He got a guitar.
Soul Tape. Absolute favorite. Absolute favorite. Hella music.
There's mad music.
Hella music.
There's too much music.
And that relates to weed.
Mhm.
Would you say the content makes the artists become the idol that they are, or their smoking habits make them the idol that they are within the cannabis world?
Well, it all depends. Like, if they come up smoking and then start rapping or whatever, then they start depending on what they're rapping about.
Right. If they've
Probably,
always been a smoker
yeah,
when they
exactly.
create their content.
So then, or rapper and then start rapping, then be a smoker. Yeah, it could be different.
Agreed?
Yeah.
Agreed. Do you think the music makes it cool for people to start smoking? I feel like there's always that stigma that, you know, like, weed is promoted often and that's why they want to keep it under wraps. This war on drugs, let's demonize it.
Mhm.
But I feel like it makes people interested in what this is.
They silence that and then allow the pill popping and shit.
Yep.
And all that.
Yep.
I feel like music nowadays, though, is more like it's more praise, like you said, like the pill popping and shit. They praising that shit in the music. You listen to the shit. You know? I popped me a Xan, I popped me a Purp. What the fuck? When we was in school, if you was doing that, you was the fiend.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, Molly Percocet.
What?
That's
And look, niggas walking around singing that shit.
My little nephew was doing little dances to that
If
shit.
you
It
thought
was
the
like,
crack,
oh my
if you thought
god.
crack babies was bad, watch these little Purp babies coming up.
Oh, Purp
Watch
babies.
these- yeah.
No.
Jeez, they
Molly-
looking
these
at
Molly
strong.
Oh my god.
That's shit. I'm sorry.
And his muscles super relaxed.
That's wild.
That's sad, too.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Because it's really taken over. And people don't know their limits yet.
Yeah.
And they can't explore that quickly with that.
Yeah.
That's why they needed to smoke mad
And
wood.
then they skip weed and go straight to that, and then it's like
Weed made them do it. They
no,
had to have weed before. It's the gateway drug.
nah, cause y'all were dancing to Molly Percocet.
Right.
That's the beat.
Singing that shit.
Shit, that shit was a flute. That shit was like that was like, and that was a sample too. And that was that was a hard sample, but it's like
It was a hard sample, but that is hysterical.
got him.
Holy
Quick
shit.
hands.
High light mood and movements real quick. Being klutzy.
Okay, we good.
I don't know. I like all different types of music.
Mhm.
I'm trying to figure out, like, there has to be other Spanish ones. I'm thinking, like, what the fuck?
Mm.
And why is that artist?
I'll just listen to reggaeton. I'll just listen to old reggaeton if I'm high as shit. Cause old Zion and all them.
Like, yes, throwback reggaeton
Don
for sure.
38.
I would definitely throw on some Maná and smoke quickly, like that, like Spanish rock. I love that shit. And it's fucking Maná. Are you kidding me? They're so fucking cool.
Rakimi Kenway.
Mm.
Who else?
Wisin y Yandel.
Yeah, Wisin Yandel.
Plan B.
Plan B, Trebol Clan.
Trebol Clan. You know that was my fucking shit.
Yo, Trebol Clan.
So wait,
Yeah.
quick little side funny story.
Mm.
Andy and I, we were really close growing up, but not really like that. Let me just rephrase. I would watch him play video games because I was forced to go hang out with the children, and I wasn't feeling as accepted, so I would just, watch.
You're younger than me.
Then, fast forward to when I'm 14, and I'm forced to ask Andy to be a part of my quince court.
Yep.
And this is the time of Trevor Clan.
Trevor Clan.
Those were the fucking moments. Don Omar, Diego Calderon.
Diego, yeah.
Diego himself, like, are you kidding me? I know he smokes hella shit. He has to.
Yeah.
And if not, then I smoke to his shit, like, because he just gives me those vibes.
Yeah, that's wild. I remember, too, 'cause that's when my mom told me, it's like, yo, it's like, they're coming over. She's gonna ask me, you're gonna say, yeah. Okay.
Who would have thunk it? That's when we started smoking Black and Milds together. Then it quickly evolved to, well, not quickly, but then it evolved to weed.
Mm-hmm.
We progressed.
Weed progressed.
Weed progressed. So, I mean, I love music. And obviously, like, deep diving into it, like, there was studies that showed, like, that certain participants who undertook LSD, or took LSD, right, felt better with certain type of music. And to kind of explore that content as well with weed, I think that would be worthwhile, because it was also stating that those kind of studies aren't really out there, because it's a federal, like, it's federally restricted. Like, you don't want to get in trouble with the feds, really. Like, even if your state itself allows it, then you're publicly publishing that report to then outing yourself, yeah, I used weed for this research purpose. In Ontario, to add to the quick news, they're allowing participants to smoke in labs for that purpose, because it's so essential to learn more about certain effects cannabis with blank as a factor. And there's so many factors to play with, like, too many fucking factors. But I think that's worthwhile to explore too, because if we're exploring that with LSD, we should fucking know what cannabis does with certain music. Does the room have to be blue while I'm listening to jazz to feel better? Yeah. What needs to happen?
Yeah, all those tests. That's what it is.
That's it.
The body is a crazy machine.
It's a great machine.
Mm-hmm.
There's too much to explore.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what's so exciting about it.
Your body heals on its own as long as you feed it right.
And smoke right.
And don't drink as much. But it's all
Hella water. California Sober. We are promoting that life.
Cali Sober. Sometimes.
Yeah. All right. So, I think we should go to our quotes, which are music-related quotes, right? Yeah. You know what? I'll go first. No sweat. So, obviously, because I love Snoop D-O-double-G so fucking much, it had to be a quote from him.
The Snoop Dogg.
It had to. So my quote is, and I roll the best weed because I got it going on.
What is the best beats ever?
You start hitting your crib.
Right. Do a little, I'm doing the dance. But that is one of my favorite fucking Snoop lines. I love it. I love him.
Yes, Snoop is up there as far as number. He's probably like 1A, 1AA, like compared to there's like 5 people that are tied for like first place. Like.
But I think 1 is for sure Bob. Then you go to like 1A.
Willie Nelson,
and then 1 AA would be like Snoop, maybe. I don't know. Maybe there's more. Maybe we could add Janice. I don't know.
Nah, the quote is the best one is from, I forgot who sang it. It's a reggae song. Pass the Dutchie to the left hand side.
Yeah.
That's
circle.
the inner circle. Yeah.
Inner circle. That phrase, that like line, is an infamous line. Like,
For real.
I feel some type of way when it's being passed to the right. I'm like, wait, no, what just happened? Yes. All right, Q, Andy.
Still thinking. I'm letting Andy go.
I got these guys from London, called the SAS. Yo,
Dipset.
Dipset all day.
Dang, you brought it back.
Yeah, off their Who Dares Win. I think it was a mixtape or one of their like first like projects.
Okay.
It was a I Get High freestyle.
Mm.
Yeah. And he's like, I get high off the trees that I blaze until the only thing I'm breathing is haze.
Ow.
I let the sample out so you can hear the beat talking. I'm so high that it look like I'm sleepwalking.
Yes, I am.
Yo, it's
There's
there's so many other like little quotes in there in that song, that freestyle, but it's fucking dope.
Yeah.
Speaking of I Get High, I was looking at the Styles P joint.
Yeah, see?
Perfect classic one to end with.
The beat, man.
And
Styles killed that
He
shit.
said I get high like a chimney. Matter of fact, I smoke like a gun when the killer see his enemy. I smoke like Bob Marley did. Add to that, man, I smoke like the hippies did back in the 70s. Oh, man.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
What a classic. What a fucking classic.
Yeah.
What a great way to end, man.
Boom.
And that's a fucking wrap. That's a wrap. Sugarcane was great. Side note, it was still has to be a good alternative for me. One of my faves. I liked it.
Cyclone
Xtra Slow.
Yeah, it's went on for a minute.
It's a good one.
Yeah, this went on.
And
for a minute.
the filter tip, the wood filter tip is sick. I love that tip. It's a great tip. They should sell the tip separately, side note. And then also give us money for telling you that. Anyways, this is Noodles. You could follow me at Canoodles, C-A-N, Noodles with a Z. And then that is Andy.
What's up?
And you
Peace
can
out.
follow us at Buds in a Joint Pod. Buds in a Joint Pod. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. You're hearing us probably on one of the platforms, either the WeTube, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Google.
All the tubes.
There's so many places. Shout out to y'all. And again, shout out to the plugs. Shout out to the listeners. Bye.
Adios.